a 3D effect anymore. So definitely non-polarizing, but in addition, you could have an acoustically transparent screen and stick your speakers behind it. That's what IMAX does, you know. Obviously, theirs is non-polarizing too because they have 3D IMAX presentations.
Huh.
Of course, with IMAX, I don't know, in the front row, you're pretty close to the screen, aren't you?
I personally think that transparent screens are kind of a sellout. Because you can see what's going on behind them. If you go to IMAX and you concentrate, you can see everything going on that's behind the screen. You can tell where their center is, where their left is. You can physically see the speakers. Everything else. So I'm just saying. I don't know. Just to throw that out.
Well, what are our options for the left and right speakers then? If we don't go transparent, if we go polarized,
You would have to have the space for them on either side of the screen.
well, that's going to be a compromise because then that
Knowing what you own, the screen all of a sudden goes to like 10 feet.
yeah,
Which
it's
is
a whole
like-
different presentation.
They're in the
So
other room.
I'm just throwing
Yeah.
that out there because
You
that
can check them out later.
Yeah.
They're
hit me
gigantic.
right away. Your center can be above or below the screen.
Yeah,
Well,
Granted that there's space.
I'm just gonna argue with you on that IMAX
But-
point because they, I don't know if you saw the presentation, probably you did, where they actually highlight the speakers. I think they do that on purpose. Did you see that presentation? Or?
No, I'm remembering because that's what we did for the Abyss or whatever, right?
Goes to the Abyss, right?
And when the lighting's bright enough on the screen,
Yeah.
you can actually see all the imperfections
during the
But-
film,
screen
during the film, or during like the pre
during
pre.
the film.
But what I'm saying though is that's a presentation they do, which I don't think you were there for then. I think Alana and I went to see Fantasia 2000 on IMAX. That was a non-3D presentation, and before the movie, kind of like how they have the little THX guy and stuff. Well, instead, what they, as part of that, because it was a THX system, I think, they actually dropped all the lights, the house lights, and dim the projector, and they would put lights on every speaker as they
probably actually just
So that's-
backlight and then you see them instantly.
so that's
Okay.
part of the show. So in our instance, to avoid that, we could put acoustically transparent, just speaker material over the speakers, and then paint the room black
Yeah.
behind the screen. And that takes care of the problem. They wouldn't want to do that because then they can't do that show where they turn the lights on deliberately and show the speakers. So we can get around that.